Hey you guys, it's that time. Pick a story where in one of the decks or all of the decks could be a story or a message for you. So what I like to do for those of you that are new, I like to hold each deck up to the camera just for you to see if it's resonating with you, starting with deck number 1. Or could your story or message be here in deck number 2? Or is it here in deck number 3? Could your story message be here in deck number 3? Okay, I hope you have made your selection. We'll go ahead and start with deck number 1. We have the 6 of Swords. We've got the 9 of Wands. We have the 5 of Swords. We've got the 3 of Swords. We have the King of Swords. Overall energy, Hermit. Judgment. And the King of Cups. Okay, so overall energy, looks like you guys are kind of keeping to yourself. Seems like you've been doing some sort of soul searching. Maybe you've been reading certain books or materials to enlighten you. I feel like you are in search of something now. I feel like there's something that you're trying to find out. Maybe you're trying to find out something in regards to your spiritual path. Maybe you're just trying to find out some information on somebody. Maybe you're thinking about going back to school and you're doing some sort of research to find out what's the best school for you. But it does look like you are like really focused on trying to find something out. I feel like it's something that you're trying to do, but you need to know the right route. Now, I also feel that in a love situation, there's someone who cares about you, and I feel like this person's been thinking about you, and maybe this person was not ready for love in the past, but it seems like they are now. I feel like, hang on. Yeah, and it doesn't necessarily have to be someone from the past. But it may be talking about this person's past, and like someone had to do some sort of growth before they were ready to approach anyone, and you may be the person that caught their eye. Now, it could be a water sign that's thinking about you, or it could be a Virgo or an air sign. But whatever is going on, you are coming off as just going with the flow for now. Maybe things are kind of like on autopilot for you. Seems like you're trying to trust your intuition and, just kind of trust the process in regards to a situation. There's still some things that you have doubts about, or like I just feel like you don't believe. I feel that you're also judging the future based off of negative things that happened in the past. And so you kind of feel like the same things are going to continue. And you might be feeling a little tired or kind of beat up a little. I don't know, maybe you feel that you're tired. You may be wondering when do things get easier? When do you get a break? When is something going to happen for you? Now, it does seem that, you're being met with obstacles seems to be frustration in regards to getting answers or getting clarity about something. Does seem like maybe you're being blocked. And I feel too like you're having a hard time trusting. You're having a hard time trusting. Now it also could be in reverse, like these are some sort of energies around you. It also looks like there could be someone who is being hostile towards you, or they don't really trust you. If you and another person's behavior are kind of weird with each other, I feel like it's because you feel like they're giving off a weird vibe, but they're kind of reacting to your vibe, or vice versa. So this is kind of like, I'm just reacting to you energy. And it is possible, because I have a lot of cards that indicate inner work. You might be the one projecting your negative assumptions or thoughts onto other people. People are reacting in a way that you're unconscious of. Like you are unconsciously, like let's say for instance you have like resting bitch face or whatever. Something's going on that you're doing subconsciously, and people are just kind of reacting to it. People are coming off defensive, and then you're being defensive. So maybe there's a need for you to go within, because that's what Hermit talks about anyway, is that you need to do some digging, some soul searching. You need to go within to figure out why certain things are happening, or why people are being a certain way to you. It's like they're being a mirror for your energy. Something's going on, and you may just need to kind of put yourself in check. And it also may not even be something towards anyone. Like maybe you are having a bad day. Maybe you had like some sad thoughts, and you don't mean to come off the way you are. Maybe you're kind of being snappy towards people, and you didn't even notice, or maybe you did, but you were like, they'll get over it. Just something's going on where it does seem like there's some heartache. You might be frustrated with an ex. You might have an ex trying to approach you, and maybe you're like, get away. What do you want? I feel like you're just suspicious of someone's actions, and the things you say and do also could be hurting people's feelings, or someone, might be hurting your feelings because of the way they're acting. If you can't seem to communicate properly with someone, maybe it's best to just kind of take a break. Try not to say anything. It's almost like if you keep talking, you're going to hurt somebody's feelings. It's like, if I keep talking, I'm going to end up hurting your feelings. And I kind of feel like that may be something that's going on. So it's kind of like, let me just remove myself. Let me go somewhere else. I also feel that even if this is unintentional, let's say that you're telling somebody that you need space, or you're not really interested. I feel like maybe no matter how nicely you say something, it's still going to come off hurtful or mean-spirited. And yeah, you could be someone that is just very straightforward, too straightforward, or brutally honest. Maybe someone asks for an opinion. Hey, what do you think about this? And it's like, well, do you want me to be honest? Well, this is, how I feel. And then the minute you're like being so honest, it's like, whoa, 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 I can't handle that. Stop it. Just shut up. You're hurting me. And it could be that, reverse. Someone's doing that to you. Now also, maybe you do need to say no to certain people. Set boundaries with people. And maybe you're just trying to protect your energy or your space, but for them it hurts for you to do that or to say no. I also feel that I'm not feeling so great about some sort of trip or vacation. You might have planned some sort of amazing vacation and it like rains nonstop wherever it is that you go. And maybe it's supposed to be a place where you're supposed to be able to enjoy the scenery and the weather, but the time that you go is like just raining, or just bad weather, or it's cloudy all week. Maybe something happens where you meant to take some sort of romantic getaway, but you guys just end up fighting and bickering. It just seems like there's miscommunication. And it's like at one point, everything was peaceful until somebody came into the room, or everything was peaceful until someone brought up the past. Like, I don't know, it just seems like you might be dealing with some sort of conflict, and miscommunication. Okay, I see some sort of opportunity being handed to you, and it's like you're putting some sort of serious thought in this, and you seem to want to explore it. You're like, well, I guess I'll see what this is about. And so you're just kind of playing it by ear. This could be a potential job opportunity. And whatever it is, it seems like maybe you take on a bigger responsibility. Maybe it turns out to be more than you bargained for. And then you start to feel like maybe this isn't for you. If you are being transferred somewhere for work, I feel like you're not going to like it. You might start to wish you had stayed where you were at. Okay, so something's also going on where maybe someone wants to approach you, but they're trying to do it in their way, but their way for you is maybe, I don't know, you too passive, or you just don't like the way this person's trying to approach you. Somebody also may be planning on doing something alone or without telling other people. And it seems like a trip. Like someone's booking something, or, just kind of planning out this trip. And there's a little bit of fear about going on this trip alone. But maybe someone just feels like they need to do this at the time. Um, and then again, something about someone's motives, not trusting someone's motives. Yeah, you might be feeling very guarded or defensive. I also feel that there's something that you believe or something that you're still holding on to, or you're having a hard time letting go of these high ideas or expectations. Maybe people disagree with something that you believe in. Someone doesn't seem to believe in the same ideas as you, and it's kind of frustrating. And it also seems like maybe you are sharing something, or you call yourself being vulnerable or sharing something, and then you don't get the same in return. So it makes you guarded or defensive. You're like, well, I'm not going to, I was being nice, or I gave that person a compliment, and then, they scoffed at me. Like, I'll never give that person a compliment again. I kind of get like someone says something that makes you feel like, well, I won't do that again. And it's like maybe your intentions, you had the good intentions of saying something that was on your mind, but didn't know you were going to be met with a certain type of reaction. So you just kind of decide to keep your thoughts to yourself. I feel like this is some sort of anxiety attack or emotional triggers. You also could dream about something, and this dream really affects you or makes you feel some type of way. Okay, I see two people who are attracted to each other, and maybe there was a conversation or some sort of flirtation. But then I feel like maybe somebody got cold feet, or lost their confidence. Um, you may remind someone of their ex, or vice versa. Yeah. I feel like an old wound is going to open up unexpectedly. Yeah, it just makes me feel like the minute you start to feel close or have some sort of connection with someone, something happens where you feel like, oh my God, I don't know if I could trust this person now, or I feel abandoned by this person. It's kind of like, two, where you and somebody were texting or whatever, and then by the fifth text, this person doesn't respond anymore, or they don't respond until the next day. But by the time, whatever the amount of time was, it's too long. They waited too long, and now you feel some type of way. You're like, oh my God. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of am like that. Like if you tell me to call you and then I call you and then you don't answer, it's like, see, this is why I don't call people. You know, it's just like, it just does something. And so I feel like something like that might happen. Like someone, they're all flirty and they seem like they want to get to know you, and then they're like, call me at X time. I can't wait to hear from you. You know, it's like they pump your head up, and then the minute you call them, they didn't answer, nor returned your call like anytime soon. And I kind of feel like something like that might happen. And it makes the other person, you know, want to just like cut it off immediately. It's like, oh, red flag, like that's enough, I'm gone. I feel like someone does have a lot to say, but they feel like maybe they're walking on eggshells. They're like, I don't want to say anything. And I also feel like someone's thinking about you a lot, but they're trying not to. You may be trying to cut ties with someone because you feel either obsessed with them, but you don't want to be. Something's going on. Something's going on with this energy. And then again, I'm seeing about how, like, the boundary setting, all this boundary setting. I don't know too if you feel like someone like feeds off of your energy, so you have to like set boundaries with them. Seems like you're trying to create peace or a healthy environment, but there's a lot of things that seem to be preventing you from having peace. And maybe it's just, you know, a bad day or a bad week. I do feel like these negative energies are temporary. I feel like someone does keep disturbing your peace if you are wanting to just like be alone or focus on certain things. And then also anything that you are researching or studying, I feel like is irritating you or making you upset. You might feel like something isn't fair. Something seems like it's a catch-22. If you're studying something in history, it might bring up bad feelings. Yeah. For the most part, though, it just seems like you just want to focus on yourself because the energies are a little iffy. All right, so let's see what messages there are for those of you that chose deck number 2. We have 8 of, oh my God, Athame. We have, excuse me, the Horned God. We have got the King of Wands. I think the Horned God is the Emperor. We have the 9 of Wands. We have the 4 of Pentacles. Overall energy, we have the Oak King, the Wheel of the Year, and King of Chalices. All right, so you may be feeling like your destiny is on hold, or an opportunity has been suspended. Or it could be that there's an opportunity that's been presented to you, but you have decided to wait. It's your decision. Maybe you're not ready to act on something just yet. But things seem to be on hold, or there's like this time out. Something may be giving you anxiety. You might be overthinking some things or feeling overwhelmed. It's possible too that maybe you feel pressured to do something, or there's a lot of opinions weighing on you. You also may be doubting your own abilities. I do feel like you need to change your perspective. The way you are viewing your situation is kind of negative right now. And I feel like you are needing to focus elsewhere, or maybe you're needing to think outside of the box. Yeah, I feel like you're having like these doubts. You're only focused on the negative. In a love situation, I feel like there's someone thinking about you. I feel like maybe you've met someone this past month, and if you have, this person hasn't been able to stop thinking about you. And I feel like now this person feels stuck. They feel like you've crippled their thoughts. They're like, I can't stop thinking about them. Now I can't really focus on work like I normally do, or I can't focus on this like I normally do, because all I can think about is that person. I do feel that you have, I heard shy handyman. I'm just looking at how he has all his materials and stuff. So something could be going on where there's this powerful exterior that you see, but on the inside, this person is going through it. They're a nervous wreck. And I feel like there's someone who is trying to strategize how to approach you. I feel like they want to trap you. Okay, I'm starting to get some real primal energies here. So some of y'all might not like that. But I'm getting like real primal energies, like this masculine energy who is viewing this feminine energy as his prey. Could be the same sex. I'm just using the archetypes. But he's viewing this person as his prey, and he is determined to track this person, capture them, and make them his. He's like, that person belongs to me. They're mine, and I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna throw them over my shoulder and carry them to our new home. And I kind of feel like that is like the primal energy that I'm getting. Now, of course, that was just an example. But overall, in a love situation, I do feel like there is this man who's viewing you as someone he would like to capture. So you are kind of like his target right now. Metaphysically, I feel like someone's remote viewing you. If you feel out of sorts, or if you feel dizzy, or if you just feel like something's off, more than likely that may be someone who is trying to invade your space, or trying to get you to think about them. Maybe they're using some form of meditation where they're calling out to you. Yeah. Matter of fact, I did hear someone, this is a little personal. Yeah, I felt someone's sister channeling me today. Very strange. But yeah, you might experience something like that. Now, could be any sign coming towards you, but I'm getting water and fire. I also feel like someone may be a warrior or in the military, or works for the government branch that deals with like psychic phenomenon. Now, business-wise, I feel that you guys have an idea and you've been playing around with some things, but you feel stuck and you don't know where else to go or what direction to go in. You're like, okay, I got the idea, but what do I do next? Like, how do I don't know. You might be trying to figure out a name for your business. You might be trying to figure out how you want to file this business. You may be trying to figure out when you want to start the business. So I just kind of feel like there's a lot of business related things going on in your mind for those of you that are entrepreneurs especially. And it's like you feel passionate about this business. You want something where you get to call the shots. You get to work on your own schedule. You get to be creative. And I feel that that's the energy or the mode that you're in. You're in a passionate mode right now. Part of the holdup is because you don't believe in your idea enough, or you don't believe in yourself enough, or think you're capable of carrying something out, or, thinking that something isn't possible, but it is. And this, like, the magician energy to me makes me feel like you have all the tools in front of you to carry out whatever it is that you're trying to do, but you're afraid to. I feel like you're overwhelmed. Now, I feel too like you're overwhelmed about something because you're trying to see the whole picture. You're trying to see the completed project or the outcome, and it's like, no, don't look at it this way. Just baby steps, and before you know it, you will have what it is that you want. You will reach that goal, but you are trying to, it's like you want something to be finished already, and it's not finished. You've got to build it. Let's say, for instance, you are wanting to be a homeowner, and you feel like, I don't even have, all I have is $4,000 saved. That's not enough, or whatever. And so, but you want a new house now. I feel like just take baby steps. Like, continue to save and continue to look for, possible grants or financing or someone that's going to help you with your situation. But do what you can for now. Just try not to worry too much, or give yourself an allotted amount of time each day to focus on something in particular, and then that's it. Let it go. Don't over fixate on it, because it's like it's driving you crazy. Some of you may figure that there's something that you have to do on your own. Another personal example I'll share. I want to do something to my yard, and I'm kind of tapped out of savings for that, for the cost of whatever it is that I'm trying to do. So I'm like, okay, maybe I'm going to have to do something myself. So, you know, it may start with learning with how to maintain whatever this is, slowly gather up the materials, and then, you know, lay out the foundation or do whatever it is that I'm trying to do. But that's what I'm getting here. Something that you're wanting to manifest is, you know, it's taking longer than anticipated. So you might feel blocked or feel some sort of frustration, but that's really because you just want something completed now. I feel like some of you are also preparing your home. Seems like you're rearranging things or moving things around. There may be a visitor coming to your home, or maybe you're preparing your home for someone, you know they're coming. And so you're getting your home ready for this visitor. It could be a business visitor. It could be a romantic visitor. I also feel that you are creating some sort of stable foundation for yourself as well. Financially, save up your money for something. Try not to spend your money. Yeah, something is indicating that you might need to save your money. Somebody might come trying to borrow some money too. You might have to just tell that person no. Or maybe you're like hiding some new things because you told someone you didn't have the money for something yet. So you go hiding stuff. You don't want them to see the new 80-inch screen you just bought. So you're like, let me push this into the other room before they come over. So it seems like you might be trying to hide something that you have. You might be trying to hide something that you have before someone sees it, because you already told them that you didn't have it. Okay, I feel like something or someone is trying to get your attention. Oh my God, that threw me off. I'm sorry. I don't know if you heard it. It just sounded like I was talking in one of them store microphones for a minute. I'm like, what is that? Okay, so it seems like maybe somebody is trying to get your attention. But I feel like you are refusing to acknowledge this person. It also looks like someone who does get a lot of attention doesn't want to draw a lot of attention. Maybe you're nervous because you're getting a lot of attention. You're like, oh my God, everybody's looking at me. Everyone notices. I don't want people acknowledging this or that. So, you know, you're like avoiding some sort of attention. Someone is struggling with confidence. Like 1 minute they're confident, the next minute they're not. I feel like someone is also having a hard time making some sort of decision and sticking to it. Someone around you is giving off mixed signals. I feel like they're trying to string you along. They want you to stay. They want you stuck. Either it could be for spiteful reasons or just maybe because they want you to wait for them and they're not ready. So they're doing things to just like pacify you, and the minute they feel like you're moving on or letting go, they do something to, you know, pacify you. Stroke your ego for a minute. Could be happening at work or in a love situation. You also could be the one doing this, kind of sending someone mixed signals. You also may get very nervous around someone. Every time your supervisor pops up, you get nervous. Or a love interest. Yeah. So this is confirming everything I said about that love situation. There, it just seems like there's someone who really has their eye on you, who wants you. They're very alpha on the outside, but on the inside, this person is nervous. And I feel that they are not as confident as they appear to be. I feel like there's also someone that you keep dreaming about. For some of you, this might be a past person that's thinking about you, having a hard time letting you go. This person may be wanting to visit you, or maybe they are wanting to make up for lost time or wanting to make up for a past decision. Someone feels bad or has regrets. They just want to put the past behind them. Someone feels like they missed an opportunity. They were like, this was my opportunity to do this, that, and the other. I took too long, or I didn't respond, or whatever it was, and now it's too late. So someone feels like they missed an opportunity. I feel like it's especially a love situation, but it could be career too. By the time someone appears in your life, it may be too late for them. Like maybe you have already moved on to someone else. Yeah, definitely seems like there's a fire sign that may be keeping tabs on you. They might also be the ones that pops up and then disappears just to keep you stagnant. But this person, I feel like they do want to make something official with you, but they're doing it on their time. And occasionally this person checks in to see if you are single. They're like, are they still single? Are they available? Or if you were in a relationship at the time, maybe like they're like, are they still with that person? What's going on? You may be suspicious of someone's intentions, especially earth or air. I feel like you are suspicious of this person or these people. Especially too, something in regards to social media. I feel that you are wondering if these are really your supporters or if these are really your friends, or why are these people really following me? Are they just keeping tabs? Like, I feel like you are suspicious of a couple of people. I also feel that, you might find yourself too concerned about other people's opinions about something that you want to do, but you cannot let other people's opinions affect your decision. This is your decision. You might start to see 44 or 44s may be significant for you. I feel like you don't trust certain people. Yeah, you're coming off very guarded, like you don't trust certain people or a certain person. If someone is pursuing you, I feel like you are not so quick to open up. I feel like you want them to really prove that they're serious or that they're interested. You may be coming off as very stubborn, or you're dealing with someone who's stubborn. You also may have gotten too complacent in a situation, and there's some sort of change that needs to take place, but you're refusing to take some sort of action. So I feel like outside forces will push you to a point where you do take action. And this can be reversed too, especially in a love situation. Especially for something that is, destined. So something is part of someone's fate. Something is fixed. And I feel that, someone needs to make a move. It makes me think of, a chess game where, how technically you can take forever to decide, your move. You can even come back the next day and be like, we'll pick this up the next day. I kind of feel like you can only keep doing that for so long. And at some point, maybe you're staring at the chessboard and you go to reach for a piece and then end up knocking another piece out the way. And it's just like, oh, no, I didn't mean to move that piece. It's like, nope, that's your move. Too late, blah, blah, blah. So I kind of feel like something like that. Or more like Jenga. You're trying to carefully take that piece down. And, of course, the goal is not to have everything crashing down, but it happens. So I kind of feel like as you are trying to take your time or strategize or respond to something, like something's going to force you to do something before you were ready because you're too comfortable or you're taking too long. And the show must go on. It's like, okay, we can't just, other factors are at play. Like, something, you got to do something. Everybody's waiting on you, or this person can't go to the store until you get back, so whatever the case, I feel like your decision is connected to, something important that involves other people's lives or fate. So you have to take some sort of action. And if you don't, the universe is going to intervene. Okay, so let's go on to the third deck. We have the Seven of Cups, Two of Swords, Seven of Wands, the Fool, Four of Cups, overall energy, Magician, Queen of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. All right, so overall energy is indicating that there's something that you're trying to manifest. This is telling you that you have the power within to create whatever it is that you need created. You have all the things available to you. Everything is at arm's length for you. You don't need anything fancy. You don't need anything additional. You can make something happen. So, of course, let's just say that this is a business that you're wanting to start. And you're like, oh, I got a few items. This will say it's an online store. You're like, oh, but I don't have a website, and the website costs money, blah, 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 blah. It's like, guess what? There's platforms that you can sell your items on. Speaking of, I think there's an Etsy strike right now, so don't purchase from Etsy until after the 18th. But yeah, like, say for instance, it's something like that. You don't have to necessarily have your own website just yet. You can just kind of use other platforms that are set up for that. Maybe you can go on eBay to start selling something that you have, or become an Amazon affiliate, or it's tons of sell your items stuff on this type of website, so you might have to start there and work your way up. I also feel that this is telling you that I'm getting thrown off. Hold on. It was something I was getting ready to say. It was something about you being able to create something on your own. Like you can, you having multiple streams of income. That's what I was getting. You may be able to have different streams of income coming in. You might be multi-talented, or have multiple gifts. Let's say you have one spiritual gift that you use. It's like, that's good. But you know what you also know how to do? You can channel the dead, so you can channel the dead, and then you can also do Reiki, so something's going on where, you can actually have different streams of income coming in, or maybe you have a storefront business, plus you have some sort of online business. Maybe you still work a 9-to-5, but, it indicates that you can have different streams of income coming in. Now, dealing with people, I do feel like someone is wearing a mask or putting on an act. Someone is performing. They are not who they say they are. So if you are dating online, be cautious, because I feel like someone's profile picture isn't who they say they are, or maybe they just don't have their picture up. They don't want to show people for whatever reason. But still, you know, there's something mysterious or illusional about whoever it is that you're talking to. Maybe someone is like, yeah, you know, I have like a 5,000 square foot home, and they only have 1,000 square foot home. It's like, you know, somebody is blowing something up or like creating some sort of illusion. This is good though if you are literally an actor, actress, songwriter, even music producer, someone who works behind the scenes. This, you might be very talented. It's like, oh yeah, you know, I become whatever I need to become. I put on this hat and I become this person. So someone is like the jack of all trades as well. Also very good in, if you do know how to work with your hands, you know, it's just like, oh yeah, I know how to paint. I know how to do sodding. I know how to do, you know, whatever. It's like somebody has multiple talents that they can do. Their jack of all trades. Someone wears many hats. I feel that someone is easily able to adapt and can become whatever they need to become for that instant. So those are like some of the good things, but on the, you know, the shady side, you know, I just feel like maybe someone is stringing you along. You know, maybe someone's intentions are false. Maybe someone isn't who you expect them to be. Someone could be manipulating you or playing mind games in some way. Just saying what, you know, what you need to hear. I feel like someone is also tricking you into doing their work. Yeah, someone is, you know, it can be at work where somebody is like, you know, can you do me a solid and do this for me? You know, I got to go here and I got to do this. And it's like they're just going off to lunch to goof off or whatever. You know, so I just kind of feel that somebody is kind of manipulating you into doing their work. Or you might be doing this. It also makes me feel like someone is, let's say your love interest knows that you're into tarot. So this person wants to keep tabs on you without you knowing. So they're sending someone else to do their work for them. They're like, you know what, can you check their page and tell me what you see? Can you check and see this for me and just tell me? So I feel like someone has someone doing their dirty work for them. You also may need to make some sort of important decision this week, depending on when you're watching this. But if you find yourself needing to make an important decision, I feel like wait. Either your emotions are too caught up into you making some sort of clear decision, or you don't have all the facts, or you're being lied to about something. So I feel like you should just hold off on, you know, making some sort of decision. There's definitely some sort of smoke and mirrors going on. This makes me think of that cups game that you see. It's just like you think you can play. You're like, I can see easily where that little rock is under that cup. So you decide to play, but you don't know it's not even really about that. It's about the distraction. And this person is very good at causing a distraction or a deflection to prevent you from seeing the truth. That also can be something that's going on collectively. And, you know, that is part of the reason why I don't get caught up too much into like hype. Some stuff catch my attention. I'm like, okay, I got to look at this. But, you know, even like the most recent situation with Will, and even though you can prove that there was some sort of emotional things going on in his chart, there's still things outside of that, like illusions. It doesn't take away from the fact that it still could have been played into some sort of illusion or trick or used to cause emotions to other people. A lot of times, one thing that I have learned, I don't talk about this stuff a lot, but like one of the things that I have learned is that whenever there's a big story on the news and it just like blows up and then people are like talking about it for weeks, trust that there's something going on that they don't want you looking into. That is just look this way while we do this, you know? And so there's something else going on when things get too blown out of proportion like that. So yeah, that's just something in regards to like that could be going on in media, period, or even on social media. Now, in a love situation, I feel like you are torn, and I feel like you're having a hard time making some sort of decision. I feel like you don't want to make a decision just based off of, you know, being horny or you being super emotional. Don't go back to your ex just because you're lonely. You know, don't sleep with community dick just because, you know, you ain't had none in a while. You know, so something's going on where it's like, wait, take a breather and, you know, wait till you got a clear head. And so I do feel that you need to just kind of do that, you know, view something objectively. Take yourself out of the situation. Look at both sides, look at all sides of the situation before you make some sort of decision. Look at all your options too, if this is about choosing someone. The other thing I'm getting to though is that somebody is in denial of their feelings. Somebody is in love and pretending like they're not. I feel like somebody is just like trying to keep themselves busy and distracted, trying to do this and that. And it's really because they don't want to think about this person that they're in love with. I don't know if you are in love with someone and you are just like doing all sorts of busy things. Or if someone's in love with you and they are doing the most to avoid you or not to think about you. But I do feel like someone is in denial of the fact that they're in love. They don't want to admit it. They don't want to think about it. They don't want to deal with it. I feel like you also are needing to make the decision that is best for you. Don't worry about how other people are going to perceive you or what people say. Like, be true to yourself. Just be authentic. Yeah, there's a need for you to just kind of take that risk. And like, maybe you want to pursue some sort of a dream and people are like, you can't do that. You're too old, or you don't know what you're doing. You only have 1 year experience of this. You know, you can't do that. If you really feel like you can do whatever this is, then do it. Don't listen to the naysayers. Now, there may be multiple people trying to talk to you, but I feel that emotionally you have not let go of someone else from the past, or they just don't interest you. They're not really interesting to you. And I feel like you don't really have an interest in these offers. You're like, next. Everybody is just like so boring or not stimulating enough. You might not be ready to date other people. I also feel that whoever is in love isn't ready to share those feelings. Or they may be finding other ways to express their emotions for you, but they can't seem to express them directly to you. I feel like some of you are trying to see what's real. You're asking yourself, is this real? Is this the real thing? You may be thinking about purchasing a crystal or a piece of jewelry, but you aren't sure if it's real or not. You're like, how can I tell? And I feel like you're trying to examine something really closely to see if it's real. If you feel like you found your soulmate, there may be some sort of denial about it. Like, how do I know it's real this time? How do I know that this person is the one? Like, where's the proof at? And the thing is that it does look like something is real. Something is the real deal. But maybe you're having a hard time digesting that. Or maybe you're just afraid of being disappointed. Feels like you are ignoring somebody who you know is thinking about you or pursuing you. Like you're ignoring them. Somebody also may be waiting for their turn. They're like, I'm going to wait for my turn. Not to make it sound like that, but, you know, just kind of like, if you are in a relationship or maybe you're just dating someone, this person doesn't want to be caught up in the mix. So I kind of feel like they're like, I'll wait until they're done with that person and then I'll swoop in. Pay attention to your dreams because I feel like your dreams are trying to show you something. Especially if you dream. I know a lot of you seem like you don't remember your dreams. But if you do, there's still a possibility that one day you'll have a dream that you actually remember. Because I see something being revealed to you in a dream. Yeah, somebody is in denial of what they want, their hopes and wishes. Someone is like saying, I don't believe in love, but I don't think that's true. Or somebody is like, I don't believe they're the one, but that's not true. It's like deep down, you do feel like that person is the one. Now, it could be a situation where there's multiple people that you actually do care about and feel conflicted by it. Some of you are meant to have non-traditional relationships, but are in denial about it. Or are worried about being judged. You can't have that type of relationship. Oh yeah, that makes you a whore. That makes you like, I'm not poly, but I'm a poly sympathizer. Because I really understand that people have their own path and not everybody's going to understand that path. And I kind of feel like something could be going on where it's kind of frustrating when someone is saying that they're poly and then that they love both of these people. And then people be like, well, that's not a marriage. It's just like, that's not a marriage. That's cheating, or that's an open affair, or, it's just like, and it's like, why can't you just accept that that's their life? I think people fear that that's going to happen to them. So they kind of like get like defensive, like, no, and it's just like, that doesn't mean that has to be your life. Like, that's theirs. Don't worry. Pray to God to send you someone that just only has eyes for you. So I kind of feel like that might be the situation sometimes. I don't know. But yeah, matter of fact, it does look like maybe someone feels like they would have to defend their beliefs or what they want as well. Or maybe someone's defending their relationship. Now, it also could be reversed. Maybe someone is telling themselves that they're about that lifestyle and they're not. It's like, okay, I thought I was poly. I just want one person. You know, so it could be. Okay, for one, I'm getting something about a premonition. I do feel like you had a premonition about something. You might have had, it could have been revealed to you in a dream that someone broke up. And that they're coming towards you now. You also may be in contact with a relative who is deceased, but they appear to you in a dream with a message. Sometimes, too, pay attention to minor details in your dream, because a lot of times the whole purpose of the dream was just for you to pay attention to that person's sign or that person's name. So pay attention to like small details, or if maybe the person, the type of outfit the person was wearing in the dream. Pay attention to stuff like that, because it might be that the person that comes into your life happens to have that name, happens to be that sign, was wearing that outfit when you met them, you know, so just kind of pay attention to stuff like that. Somebody has been praying for, they have been praying for that act of lovemaking. Somebody's like, please, 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 let me get it. I also feel that if there has been some sort of frustrations that, or people have been feeling defensive, I feel like there's going to be peace. Someone's tired of fighting. Like, I don't want to fight anymore. Yeah, okay, so I feel like maybe someone has been putting too much focus on what family would think or what their image would look like. And I feel like someone is ready to let that go. They're like, I don't care what my family thinks. I don't care what people have to say. This is what I want. And I feel like, though, even though someone is about to do what they want to do, it still seems like something is a secret. Okay, I'm also getting something about moving or relocating. Either you could be getting ready to move or relocate. Yeah, I feel like it's about you moving or relocating and looking for a new place to stay or settling down in someplace new. And I feel like this could happen at least by summer. Okay, if you are waiting for something, you might have to wait for about 30 days or at least by the end of the month. And it could be waiting to start a new job, waiting for some money, waiting to hear from someone. But it seems like you might have to wait. The furthest out, it seems like just, 30 days. I also feel like whoever has been hiding, whoever's been acting kind of reclusive is going to be ready to leave behind their reclusive ways for a little bit. At some point, it's like, okay, I need to get out the house, or I need to share this or need to share that. Someone is just like going through some sort of changes, and I do feel like someone's going through changes in private. Okay, and then I'm getting the heart wants what it wants. Somebody wants something that is either considered to be taboo or forbidden, but they still want it. They're like, I can't help it, I just want it, and I'm gonna wait for it. So in a love situation, I feel that you are still holding on to something, somebody that you really want, that you really desire. I feel like your heart is not ready to let go of this person. It is possible that this person's been lurking themselves, or maybe it's you, but somebody's been lurking. I feel like there's also the need for you to just be patient for something. Something is taking time to manifest. And I'm not personally telling you to wait on anything or anybody. I'm just reading that the energy I'm getting is that you don't want to do anything until you have what you want. I feel like you're like, no, this is what I want. I gotta just wait until I get it. Yeah. All right, so hopefully these messages help, but feel free to leave your feedback. Also look out for sevens for those of you that chose this deck. And I did put out the synchronicities video, so you might want to look into that. But hopefully these messages have helped. Sending love and grace.